The other side, you had never been one to pry. In fact, you prided yourself on the trust you and your spouse, Emily, shared. So when you first noticed her acting differently, just small things like being more protective of her phone or the way she quickly closed her laptop when you entered the room, you tried to dismiss it. You told yourself it was nothing, that maybe she was planning a surprise or just needed her space. But that gnawing feeling in your gut didn't go away. It wasn't until one night, after she'd gone to bed early with a headache, that you found yourself alone in the living room, her laptop sitting on the coffee table. You sat there for a few moments, staring at it. The temptation crept in slowly, almost innocently. Your hands hesitated, trembling slightly before you finally reached for it. You weren't trying to invade her privacy. You just needed some sort of reassurance. When the screen lit up, your heart sank. The website open on the screen was unmistakable. OnlyFans. And not just any profile, her profile. Your eyes skimmed the screen in disbelief, taking in the username you'd never seen before and the photos, intimate and suggestive, of the person you thought you knew better than anyone. There were videos too, some with more likes and comments than you could count. Thousands of strangers had access to this version of Emily that you didn't even know existed. Your hands went cold, a flood of emotions rushing through you: confusion, anger, betrayal. You couldn't tear your eyes away from the page, but each new post you saw felt like a punch to the gut. This wasn't just some secret hobby. This was her, fully exposed, engaging with people who were paying for the privilege of seeing sides of her you thought were reserved for you alone. You scrolled down, your mind racing with questions. How long has this been going on? Why didn't she tell me? Is this who she really is, or just some part of her I never saw coming? But the worst part wasn't just the content. It was the comments. Men and women, leaving hard-eyed emojis, compliments, crude messages. And she was responding to them with flirtatious banter, playful smiles, even personalized videos for her biggest supporters. It felt like you were reading messages to someone else's spouse, someone you didn't recognize. How could Emily do this without telling you? Before you could stop yourself, you clicked on her inbox. Conversations popped up, some of them short and transactional, others longer, more personal. One in particular caught your eye. It wasn't just about money. It was about connection. She had been chatting with this person for weeks, sending private messages, photos, and even voice notes that were far more intimate than you could bear to see.